Explosions tore through Tehran, missiles streaked across Israel. In a sudden escalation, Israel and the United States have launched Operation Epic Fury, a massive joint campaign that has decapitated Iran's leadership, rattled the Middle East, and drawn global attention. Civilians are caught in the crossfire, critical infrastructure has been hit, and the scale of the conflict is still emerging, leaving the world uncertain of what follows the fall of a regime. The crisis centers on a decisive military push by the US and Israel to dismantle Iran's strategic capabilities. Moving beyond shadow wars, the coalition targeted Iranian military sites, citing an imminent nuclear threat and the need for regional stability. Iranian state media has now confirmed that Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei was killed in the strikes on Tehran, ending his 37-year rule. While US President Donald Trump has called on Iranians to take over your government, the power vacuum has plunged the nation into chaos. The humanitarian toll is staggering. One particularly devastating strike hit a girls' school in Minab, southern Iran, killing at least 85 children. Across 24 provinces, casualties have surpassed 200, with rescuers still digging through rubble in the capital. In response, neighboring countries like the UAE and Jordan have issued emergency alerts, urging citizens to seek immediate shelter as the sky fills with interceptors. Iran's retaliation was swift and geographically unprecedented. Missiles and drones struck southern and central Israel, while a secondary wave targeted Iranian military sites and civilian airports in Qatar, the UAE, Kuwait, Bahrain, and Saudi Arabia. In Kuwait, a drone strike damaged the international airport, while residents in Riyadh reported loud explosions and shrapnel fire. The conflict has officially spilled beyond the initial theaters, threatening the world's most vital energy corridors. Global responses have been polarized. The United Nations Security Council convened as the Strait of Hormuz, the world's most critical oil choke point, was reportedly closed to traffic by the IRGC. While some Iranian citizens were seen cautiously celebrating the leadership's fall, others have flooded the streets in mourning and rage. Pro-Iran protests have turned deadly in cities as far as Karachi, Pakistan, where clashes at the US consulate resulted in multiple fatalities. The implications of this escalation are world-altering. Militarily, the decapitation strike has shifted the regional balance overnight, but security analysts warn of a long, bloody insurgency. Economically, oil and gas prices are expected to surge as shipping routes are paralyzed. Politically, the confrontation has forced a choice between US regional hegemony and a fractured leaderless axis of resistance. For millions of civilians, the immediate reality is one of displacement, fear, and a total breakdown of regional security. Looking ahead, the trajectory of the crisis depends on the day after. With Khamenei gone and top military commanders killed, the remnants of the Iranian state must decide whether to surrender or launch a final desperate counteroffensive. Diplomatic efforts remain stalled as the US maintains its maximum pressure campaign. The next few weeks will reveal whether this marks the birth of a new Middle Eastern order or the beginning of a 10-year-long regional war. Governments and civilians remain on high alert as the world watches the smoke rise over Tehran.